What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino, man. I was having a conversation with a good buddy of mine um, earlier, and he put something on my mind that made me inspired to do this video and cover this topic. It's real sad when people don't have the understanding. What I want to say to understand. It's real sad when people fail to treat the people right who've always been with them. The people who have always been in their corner and treat them great, and you mistreat those people. The ones that are the real ones, the ones that are close to you, the ones that stood by your side through the worst and worst and worst of your times. And because they did that, you penalize them by subjecting them to some of the worst treatment of all time. And sometimes it just comes from you taking on it developed a spoiled, entitled attitude in you, but sometimes it comes from you being in a position of power. And when I say you being in a position of power, I'm speaking about the person who's mistreating the people who treat them right. Sometimes those people are in positions of power, and the ego that develops by them being in that position of power, it causes them to treat uh, the people around them, even people that work for them, even as less than. And I've seen people who fallen all the way off, fallen all the way down, sunk all the way down. Go listen to my song I call "On the Way Down." People who sunk all the way down, but they are the last ones to know that their light is not bright like it used to be. Some cases ain't no light at all no more. And that delusion causes them to continue to act in the way that they did when they were up. Now, when they was up, it still didn't make it right for them to be the way that they were with the people around them. But you really look worse when you fall off and you still carry yourself like you up there. But one thing about good people, sometimes good people can be a bit naive. Sometimes good people can be so good that they allow themselves to be treated bad way, 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 way too long. But most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, they come to the realization that, hey man, this person ain't for nobody but themselves. And it might take a year, 2 years, 10 years, 15, 20 years before they finally just say, I'm done with that person. I'm not doing it no more with this person, because usually you've known for the longest that the person was like that. But we make the mistake, we'll try to love a person into the right way. I'm just going to keep being an example of how to be in the presence of this person, and maybe it'll rub off, maybe it'll. And for some it may, but for others it's not going to matter. When you are that heavily narcissistic and borderline or full on sociopathic, you don't ever pick it up. You don't ever get it. It never clicks with you. So you constantly mistreat the people who have been your lifeline. And when I say your lifeline, I'm not talking about anything monetary. I'm talking about a support system, because a support system um, is really a person's foundation to a balanced life, because you are getting so many, or even a handful of different forms of support from different people, and it comes so much and it's come so long, you've gotten so used to it that now it's just like, y'all are supposed to do this for me. This is how y'all are supposed to be. I'm the center of it all. So me being the center of it all, y'all are just the planets that orbit me. Y'all are the moons that orbit me, and I'm the center of it all. So what y'all are doing for me is what you're supposed to be doing for me. But you got to be real careful when you act like that, when you think like that, because like I said, sooner or later, you start losing people. Slowly but surely, you start losing people. And whatever um, negatives that you have within yourself, a lot of times they are not even directly associated to that support system that's around you. It may be other things, and you lash out against the people that are with you. But it's only so much lashing people gonna take, and sooner or later, it's like, nah, I'm not subjecting myself to that no more, because I'm not the one who is the cause of whatever dissatisfactions that you may be dealing with. So, and it gets to a point where, for some people, the better you treat them, the worse they treat you. Worse they treat you. I've seen people talk to people so close to them in such ways sometimes, like, man, it's like, wow. But the second that person peels off, reality sets in. Reality sets in. So I guess the moral of this little story is that if there are people who treat you the right way, and treating you the right way ain't just kissing your butt all the time. That's not what I mean. I mean people who gonna tell you like it need to be told, who gonna shoot straight with you, who gonna be there for you when you need to be there for you, gonna protect you even from yourself, and show you their love at the same time, the different types of love at the same time. Man, you better show appreciation for those people, because we live in a world where those kind of people are actually rare. Because everybody's out to get something from you. Everybody's out to take something from you. So why would you be stupid enough to turn on and mistreat the very ones that's giving you that love? All right, man, it's your big brother K-Rino. I will catch y'all later on. Please subscribe to the channel, share these videos, anybody that y'all feel need to see them, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.